Okay, smash it folks, thanks for coming back. This is your 11 till 1 session, and we're doing alright, it's good stuff. This session is going to be having a little look. This is developing concepts. Idea development is how we can start developing the idea. I've noticed with a lot of people, when they jump in with the final design, they've just raced straight to it and they thought, right, let's do the final design, get straight onto Illustrator, straight onto Photoshop, and we'll create it. But there's no development there in the process for this particular piece. This is going to help break that down. This is just other ways in which we can see that you are developing your concept. Okay, so yeah, like we said, we always are. We are week 5 of album redesign. As always, be here, be on time, stay on track, and be professional. Stay on task, stay for the entire session, ask for help if needed, sign the register. If I'm talking, need 100% of your attention, keep all conversations relevant, make the most of your time in sessions to back up all your work. This is what we're looking at, the aims of today's session, to further understanding on the relevance and importance of experimentation in the designing of album covers. You must create at least one additional version of the album cover so far, and you should create multiple versions of the design so far, and you could redesign the album cover based on feedback and constructive criticism. Album cover designs. Oh, that's awful spelling, I do apologise. This is what I'm going to be looking for, album cover designs. What do we mean by a remix? What do we mean by a remix? Have a little look. 5 minutes. Bang it down on chat to me. I'll give you 5 minutes starting now. Okay, so what you should have got, remix, it's like a remix of the original. It's creating something different from an original piece. This is what we're going to be having a little look at doing today. Again, please have a look at the assessment criteria. The past, general competent user development process showing sufficient ideas generation, experimentation and review to find solutions. Merit, we're looking at sound use of idea generation, experimentation, testing and review, clear and concise reflection on work showing emerging awareness of how solutions relate to intended meaning, purpose and function. And for the distinction, we're looking thorough engagement and confident application of ideas generation, experimentation, testing and review, used to make considered choices. Testing and review, this is one of the parts that we're going to be doing today. Sustained use of reflection to develop a critical understanding of how solutions align with the intended meaning, purpose and function of work. This you will see also that we are looking at your own personal evaluation. If you are just saying, at this stage now, you should be saying more in your evaluations of your piece than just like, I like this, I don't like this, I think this is good, that sort of thing. We're looking at a critical understanding of how solutions align with the intended meaning, purpose and function of the work. Okay, 7 minutes folks, wider themes. What is rule of law? Why do we need this? How can this protect us? And why is this important? You have 7 minutes to complete this, starting now. Okay, why is experimentation important? How can we experiment with graphic design when designing album covers? There are quite a few different ways. Why do we experiment? We experiment because usually 9 times out of 10, even if our first idea is fantastic, even if we get it all onto the page and it looks brilliant, it is only a first idea. First ideas shouldn't be your final design. First ideas are literally that. They are first ideas. They're an initial process of what you had in your head. They are a sketch. It doesn't matter how much work you put into it, but it can only ever be considered a sketch, your first ideas. So what I want you to do, have a look at the album covers that you've created so far. What I'd like you to do is create 3 new versions of the same album cover using the same elements but in a different order or different configuration. What I don't want people to do is start getting worried, oh my god, I've got to create 3 new album covers. No, that's not right. If you are working digitally at the moment, I'd like you just to try reordering items, perhaps making text larger, perhaps making text smaller. If you're working on in sketchbooks or that sort of thing, do 3 additional sketches, just sketching out different ideas, looking what the final design that you've created is at the moment, and then maybe moving it about a bit, trying some different things. Excuse me. Please feel free to add to the design. Not use all of the elements you have on your main design, but create 3 new original pieces different to your main design. So I don't want people coming to me and going, oh my god, I can't do three new album covers in this time. Make them sketches. Show me that you are willing to adapt, to evolve your design. Annotate your designs as well. So if you're working in sketch form, put what you like about the different versions. So if you created something with larger text and you think, yes, I actually like that, I do prefer that, then maybe you want to alter your final design in order to do that. But in order to do this, I think you need to create at least 3 new sketches, remixing the elements of your final design. When you've done this, that's absolutely fine. You may want, this may inform and could possibly inform your digital work. This possibly could inform your final design piece that you put on. This may give you ideas that you hadn't already had. So a lot of you might have created something and you're looking at it and going, there's just something that I don't quite like. I don't know what it is about it. I mean, it looks good, but I don't know what it is about it. This sort of thing will help you. Maybe you want to move text just off the side of the screen. Not everything has to fit in the same sort of lovely little bubbles in the centre of the page. Of course it doesn't. When we were looking at David Carson doesn't work in this way with text. Maybe you want to skew your text. Maybe you want to change the scale, the colour, anything like that. Maybe you want to add different textures in. But what you should have though is 3 different versions. I'm more than happy for these to be hand-drawn sketches. Just they don't have to be beautiful, they don't have to be anything like that. That's not the point of a sketch. The point of a sketch is to experiment and try out new ideas. So please take 50 minutes in order to create this. Okay, thank you folks. Right, for the rest of the session, please, can you now carry working on your designs? But if you've created something in your sketches that you think works better for your main design, then change this. Remember to keep a log of anything you change for your blog uploads. If you change something over, this looks fantastic. This looks like you've been considering your design. This makes it look like your final design that you'd created before this session could be improved upon. I'll let you decide this for yourself. Please take this remainder of this session and come back just at the end for this video. Okay, thank you folks. Okay, give me 2 things. Tell me what we've done today. Not many of you are actually doing these at the end of the plenary, so if you would put through to me on the text function plenary, P-L-E-N-A-R-Y, and tell me 2 things that you have done today through this session. Okay, thank you very much folks, and I'll see you for the last session.